So we have talked about the mental health benefits of decluttering, but even the interior design and decor of a home can influence your mood, emotions, and overall mental health when people that live there and others that visit there as well. All important, Tom. So Dr. Sheryl Ziegler is joining us. We're talking a little bit, I was ranting about cleaning, purging. None of it is fun. You feel better afterwards. So what's the necessary steps we need to start to kind of get it going?
Yes. So after the decluttering has actually happened, right? Now you've got maybe somewhat of a blank slate. You really need to think about two things first. Your emotional security, meaning what are the objects, the photos in your house? Do they make you feel, do they smile? Do they make you feel
joy?
Good? Right. Some people will say, like, if there are people in the picture that don't bring you joy, you shouldn't have those pictures up. So that's one of them. And the other piece is that sense of just security. How calming, what is the energy in this room? So energy is normally, in decor-wise, really mitigated by color. So you want to think about color and natural light and things around you.
So color, is that a one-size-fits-all, or is some people, like you're wearing a beautiful green blouse today? So
Yes.
Is that your color, and you're wearing a beautiful brown dress today? Is that maybe your, so do you have your individual color that you have to put in, but you also may live with other people
that don't like those colors.
They might like other parts of the spectrum.
That's true. So when you look at color, you look at energy. So the lighter colors, the whites and the light colors, are more energetic, right? So they bring more liveliness to the space. If you have the darker colors, that just brings more calmness. It absorbs things, so it's more calming. So yes, green, one of the suggestions is actually paint a wall green, because you want to bring in nature. So you want to have plants, you want to have even herbs in the kitchen, you want to have things that are living, even fake though. They say even fake, or even just a picture of the ocean or the mountains. If you don't have a view of anything that's nature, then have just photographs of it. It actually reduces cortisol levels in your brain. So this isn't all just for what looks good or feels good, but actually regulates the stress hormones in our body.
So plants, like I'm glad you mentioned you can have a faux plant or succulents, my favorite, because it's hard to be really good with plants.
It is really hard. So even fake floral arrangements are important. Bringing in the color green, and then wood. So having wood is apparently really calming, and they say even faux wood. So you can have veneer, you can have fake wood.
But something that's warm.
Yes. So these natures of element. The other thing is having a mirror that reflects the window over here, so that more light is projected into the space, also makes you feel good.
So how about this though, because you always have the family dynamic, whether your parents have moved back in with you, or whether your kids are moved in with you, or whether you're married to someone who's a clutterer, and you're in a decluttering phase, and is that a balance thing, or do you just take over? Just grab the wheel and go?
I think usually you honestly just have to take over. Someone who is a hoarder or who doesn't like to let go of things, that takes a lot of work. So saying to them, let's negotiate this out and I will do it for you, is going to get you the results you want much, much quicker, if at all.
Right.
If you leave it up to that person, they are likely not to do it. And then you can't get onto this decor phase that we're talking about, which really can make a difference.
Okay. And sometimes what somebody hasn't seen in a long time, they might never miss.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Just saying.
The Midnight Moving Company shows up?
Good lighting also matters too, because I do you mentioned lighting, because sometimes you walk into a dark room and if you don't have the best eyesight, you're like, ooh, I'm ready to go to bed.
Even the window coverings on the lights. If you can have layered window coverings, so that, because that affects your sleep. So you want light in the morning when you're supposed to wake up, you need it to be dark at night when you're going to sleep. So truly, all of these things have a design element, but really a mental health component to reducing stress levels.
Okay. Just on behalf of the occasional clutterer, I'd just like to say,
What?
It's all going to be fine.
It's all good. Everything works out.
Dr. Sheryl Ziegler,
Thank
it's always
you.
good to visit with you. Thanks again.